Hello, welcome to the second channel. I totally haven't been neglecting this for a while, but here we have some bonus content for a video on the main channel where I reviewed this iPod Touch and then these absolutely miserable wireless earphones. But we'll put these over to the side as to hear or read basically just taste testing the Tams from Australia. As I was talking about on the main video, I was mentioning this Dank Pods guy quite a few times. In fact, the whole video style is basically pretty much the same. I'm going to be honest about that. It is pretty much the same, tablet in a case instead of the screen, and then put stuff on the screen with an overhead camera, and that's about it. And one main thing about this Dank Pods guy is that he's Australian. So I thought for the bonus video for the video that's basically inspired by Dank Pods, I thought I'd actually try something from Australia, and these are actually made in Australia. It says right here, yeah, made in Australia. These aren't just made in Britain. These are actually imported into this country. So to be honest, this isn't my first time having a Tim Tam. A few months ago, I tried one of the decadent triple choc ones or whatever it's called, which is basically as chocolatey of a biscuit as you can get. But I don't think I've had the original ones yet, so technically it's still new. And one thing I find interesting is it says there is no substitute, which I find a bit offensive to me, because we've had these here in England for so long now, and these basically the same thing as they're both chocolate coated chocolate biscuits. What do you mean there is no substitute? Although I will mention that these are similar in price. These are normally £2 in Tesco when I check, and these are only 50p more, which, doing the price comparison, these are ever so slightly cheaper per biscuit, but at the same time, these basically way more. So it's sort of a case of, in a comparison between two different kinds of the same biscuits, you kind of have to make the choice. Do you want more biscuits or bigger biscuits? And that would sort of determine the which one you'd probably buy based off of cost. But we're not here to talk about the cost, we're actually here to discuss the taste. So to start, I'll get one of these penguins. These are my basically go-to for these kind of biscuits. I mean, these are the only company that make these kind of biscuits, I'm fairly certain, or at least they were until Tim Tams came into the country. So it's basically individually wrapped, comes with a little joke. Whether it's funny or not is up to you. And also has a little fun fact about penguins or whatever. The scientific name for the emperor penguin is Aptenodytes forsteri. I have no idea what it means. But anyways, yeah, basically just open it up. I hate when packages do this. But yeah, it's basically just a chocolate-coated chocolate biscuit. Yeah, it's basically just a chocolate-coated chocolate biscuit. I mean, it's not too sweet, but not too chocolatey at the same time. It's just typical chocolate biscuit, really. In fact, I'm sure some people don't actually know that these are just chocolate-coated versions of existing biscuits. I don't know how to pronounce that's probably bourbon or something. There's already chocolate biscuits that are long shades with just chocolate cream stuff in the middle, and basically all these penguins are just that covered in chocolate. So if you like chocolate, yeah, so basically classic biscuit. You can probably see why I like these, not just because of the name, but who doesn't love a chocolate biscuit? But now that leads me onto these Tim Tams, which, I mean, based on the picture, they do look about the same proportions wise, actually. Something must be different if these apparently weigh less per biscuit. But now basically let's just see how they are. I'll open these up, and as you can see, they're not actually individually wrapped, so I guess these are better for the environment. Like, you just have one tray. And actually, you know what, let's actually compare the size of Tim Tam to a penguin, and now, this is how you see where the weight difference comes in. These are the same size, and I've had 2 bites out of this one, so these are a bit shorter, but like in other aspects are basically the same size. So how is it in turn? Like, I think the chocolate's a bit lighter in colour as well. So actually, let's just give it a taste. The Tim Tam does have a bit of more of a sort of creamy, caramelly flavour, which is interesting because these just say they're original, just plain chocolate. But like, at the same time, it doesn't taste too different. Like, other than that, like, this basically just like the penguin, it's a chocolate biscuit with chocolate on it. I mean, honestly, that could just be because in Australia, like, they have hotter weather or something like that, so chocolate's probably like produced a bit differently. I'm going to be honest, like, I think I might actually prefer the flavour of the Tim Tams. Like, it's not just a plain chocolate flavour. There's a bit of like an additional like caramelized flavour. It tastes more like a actual biscuit, whereas this is just kind of tastes like chocolate with a bit of crunch. So like, so as much as I used to like penguins, I might actually unironically prefer Tim Tams over them. So like, that's actually a bit disappointing because I've always liked penguins. Like, they were my go-to chocolate biscuit. I mean, partly because of the name, and to think that I might actually prefer basically the same thing from like the other side of the world is a bit, I don't know, it feels a bit wrong. But yeah, that's basically all I have to say really about these. So when I say one is necessarily better than the other, I mean, not really. See, like, you just pick whichever one you like the most out of the two. So yeah, that's basically it for this bonus video. If you haven't seen the main channel video already, I recommend that you do check it out. I mean, it's unlikely that you wouldn't have seen it yet, because I mean, you've probably most likely come to this video from watching the main one. But yeah, that's basically it. Goodbye.